Hello beautiful, my name is Joany and welcome to my channel. We're going to be doing some hip rolls in this video, and there's going to be some contraction. We call it contraction roll with the hips, and how those movements could look really good on a dance floor or just you dancing at home and feeling good in your body as you're doing this beautiful hip movement. So get into something comfortable and let's dance. All right, so a nice good stretch, deep breath in up, breathe out. Good. Before we start doing our hip roll movement, we need to really warm them up first. So I'm going to go into a boundary stretch, my favorite stretch. We're going to decompress the spine. We're going to bring our weight about shoulder width apart, maybe further out. We're going to bring that tailbone back and soften your knees a little bit. So as you hinge back, tailbone back as far as you can. Bring your fingertips together and just reach forward. Good, it feels so good. So we're really decompressing the spine, but we're also stretching the lower back. Put the weight on the heel and try to go as far back as you can. Good. Bend the knees, hands on your knees and push back. Stretching the hamstring. Keep your back straight. Good. And bend the knees and bring yourself up. Good. So we're going to bring our right shoulder or right arm all the way up. Reach as high as you can. Feet together. Bend your right knee and look down and hold that stretch. I'm always doing this stretch because it feels so good. And at the same time, you feel a stretch to the side of your body. And we're going to switch. Reach as high as you can. As high as you can. Come on. And then look down. Legs are straight. Bend your left knee and hold that stretch. And bring it in. We're going to bring our right foot back. Okay, hips are square. Fingertips together. Reach up. Bring your sternum up. Good. I want you to feel a nice stretch right in front of here, the hip flexors. Okay, lean. Breathe into your belly. Expand your belly. And breathe out. And bring it in. Switch. Left side. All the way up. Relax your shoulders. Try not to bring your shoulders up. Let your shoulders relax. Bring your sternum as high as you can. Hips are square. Try not to twist. Hips are square. And let's go to your right side. Open up your left side. And bring it in. All right, we're going to put this with music, the hip roll contraction. First, let me just kind of explain what we're going to be doing. Your knees going to alternate. Okay, so what's going to happen is that you're going to bring your hip, right hip up, and as you roll it to the front, you're going to soften the knee. Good. So the hip goes up as you bring your heel off the floor, basically, and press against the floor, and then you release. Good. Now notice your left leg is straight. So there's always going to be one knee bent and one straight. Very important to know that. So now you're going to switch. So now I want you to press against the floor with your left foot. Bring the hip up as this is going to straighten. Whoop. Bring the hip up and roll forward. Now this knee is flexed and the right leg is straight. We're going to do that one more time, and we're going to add the contraction. So we're doing contraction roll towards the front. So we're going to go. This is going to go up, hip up, roll to the front, and flex the knee. Notice how you alternate. One leg straight, one knee bent. Now you're going to alternate this one. You're going to bring this left leg straight into a bent knee. As you press up and over, you got to press up. You notice now here I'm on the ball of the feet, both feet, and then whoop, this one goes straight as the left leg goes into a flex position. Okay, it's almost like a third, it is a third position here. So you're going to go and do that one more time. So lift up. This is going to go down. Take your time. Hip roll to the front. Both feet is on the ball of the feet, and then whoop, one heel is flat and the other one is lifted. All right, The contraction is really important. It adds more fluidity and it's more beautiful. It's more gooey. So what's going to happen is that this hip is going to roll. So you're going to go up and over. And as it comes over, contract, pull in. Pull in, pull in, pull in. Good. And as you release the contraction, this is when the hip goes up and over. Whoop. Contract. Good. Now release. Now that hip goes up, and as it goes up, I want you to pull, contract, 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 pull the hip into the center. And then release. Okay, the hip goes up, and you want to bring that hip up in front. And you want to use the muscles in here to pull the hip towards the front. So you're going to go hip up, contract right here, pull the belly in, hip rolls into the front. And you're going to lift, contract from here, pull, 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 pull. And you notice when you pull it in, your back kind of flattens. Okay, contract, and then release. So let's do that again. Legs are straight. Okay, now you're going to bring that hip up, and then you're going to contract from here and pull it in. Okay, and now release. Now you're going to lift up, press against the floor, lift up, contract right here, pull it in, and release. Lift up, contract, and roll. Release. Lift up, contract, and roll. Release. Now if you want to, if you're having a hard time, it's too much, you could just focus on one knee bent, one knee straight. Just a hip roll. You got the hip roll without the contraction. Now let me show you how it looks like with the contraction. Pull in. See how it has more intensity. Good. More expansion. Goes in and expands. Pull in. There's more energy into this than just a hip roll. This is still nice. It's nice and soft. This is more, I don't know, has more energies. Has more range of motion. You could play around with this. Okay? So do what's more comfortable. So that's why, you know, working on your belly roll and your contraction and pull in is really important. So you're actually doing a figure eight, really. It's a up and over. It's 2 figure eight in one. You're going back, which is kind of your horizontal, and then go up and over your vertical. Slide back, oops, up and over. So that's back, up, and over. Kind of goes like this, figure eight. I'm going to do this with music. Okay, so let's go to like our third position here. Makes it much, much easier. All right, so we're at a club. Music starts. Okay, so we're going to start with the left hip going up and over and contract. And then switch. Again, if you have a hard time with the contraction, just do the hip roll. So try to follow the rhythm, nice and smooth. Now, when you're going out and dancing, you want to make sure that you're putting some feeling into it. It's really important instead of just being mechanical. Okay, gotta go up and over, okay, up and over. Okay, feel the music. Up and over, contract. You play with the speed with this. You can go very slow. And then a bit faster. And slow. A bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So, and again, you always want to be playful, because this shows that you're having fun. And I just don't want to pretend that we're having fun. You really need to feel like you're having fun. This is your time. I want you to feel liberated in your body, enjoying the music. It's all about you, okay? You being connected with your hip, your body, the music, positive energy, loving your body, having fun with it, being playful. A bit faster. Good. You did it.